Hello and welcome to this video on simplifying algebraic expressions, also known as collecting like terms. This is the second video where I'll be doing examples of adding and subtracting terms and expressions. So if you haven't already watched the first one on simplifying algebraic expressions, then I suggest you do that before you watch this one. Okay, example number 1. What I've done here is I have given a recap of what we did in the first video. So in the first video, we looked at things like what I've highlighted in yellow there. And from that, we got 4x. Okay, that simplified to 4x. Why was that the case? Well, because what's in front of here is basically an invisible 1. And if you add like terms, then the number in front of it changes. And I also talked about some rules in the last video, and this was one of the rules that we talked about. So if you've got x plus x here, you can see in the little rules up here, that gets you 2x. And similarly, the one below, y plus y goes to 3y. So in a similar sense with this one here, I'm going to get 4x squared. Okay, lots of students are tempted to write something like 4x to the 8, okay, but the power, that's this bit here, doesn't change if you are adding or subtracting, okay, and here we are, of course, adding or subtracting. So the power, this bit here, is never going to change if you're adding or subtracting. Okay, so this, just like we had here, 1x plus 1x plus 1x plus 1x makes 4x. Here we've got 1x squared plus 1x squared plus 1x squared plus 1x squared, and we get 4x squared. And that is it. Example number 2. Simplify 2x squared plus 4x plus 3x squared plus 5x. So in the first video, we talked a lot about like terms. So what are the like terms here? Well, we've got an x squared here, and that's a plus, and an x squared here. They are your like terms. They are not like or similar. They're not the same as these x terms. These are x terms, whereas the blue ones are x squared terms. And we talked about that rule, which you can see here at the bottom, that if you've got an x squared term and an x term, you can't simplify them. It would just stay as x squared plus x. Okay, they don't simplify any further. However, here in blue, we've got an x squared term and another x squared term. So we've got plus 2, we've got a plus 2 and a plus 3, which means we've got a plus 5x squared. And here we've got x term, we've got a plus 4x, and we've got a plus 5x, which makes positive 9x. And that's it, okay? You don't push them together because, of course, an x squared term and an x squared term and an x term, you can't simplify any further. So this is it. That is your final answer. 5x squared, my pen's not working today, 5x squared plus 9x. Don't push them together and make an x cubed or anything like that. It is just plus 5x squared plus 9x. So I've collected together the like terms. Example number 3, minus 4y squared plus 5y minus 3y squared minus y. Okay, so what are my like terms? Well, I've got a y squared here and a y squared here. Note where I'm putting the circles. I talked about this in the first video. So you put the circles around the number that is immediately to the right of that sign. So that sign belongs to that 4y squared. Okay, don't just put the circles any old how, like that. You've got to make sure that you're putting it where the sign is it goes with the number or letter immediately to the right of it. Okay, so this plus belongs to the 5y. This minus belongs to that y. And if there's no number there, it is the same as just having a 1. Okay, so now that I've identified my like terms, I can now collect them. So I've got -4, -3, and if you think about your number line, -4, -3 takes you to -7 on the number line. And if I go to the reds now, the y terms, I've got +5, -1. Well, if I've got +5, -1, I'm still left in the positives. Hence, I'm putting a positive sign here. And I'm left at 4y. So the sign in the middle here, the sign in the middle, is whatever that y term is. And that y term we got from, if we've got +5, -1, I'm still left at +4. That's why that sign is a positive. So your final answer is -7y squared plus 4y. And that's it. You don't squash them together to make a cubed or anything like that, y cubed. It is just y squared -7y squared plus 4y because of this rule here. You cannot simplify them any further. Okay, example number 4. Simplify 5ab plus 6a plus 2b plus 3ab plus a. Okay, what are my like terms? Well, I've got an AB here. And I've got a plus 3AB here. I've got an A term here and an A term here. And I've just got a B on its own here. Okay, so let's collect together the blues. So we've got a 5AB and a 3AB. So positive 5AB plus 3AB takes me to positive 8AB. The A terms, I've got positive 6 plus another 1. Remember, that's just a 1. So plus 6A plus another A is positive 7A. And there's not much more I can do with this B. Okay, there's not much more I can do with that B. It's just going to stay there on its own as a positive 2B. Because it's not like anything else, so I cannot simplify it any further. So that is my final answer, 8AB plus 7A plus 2B. Example 5, simplify 6m squared plus m cubed minus m squared minus 4m cubed. Okay, so identify what your like terms are. So here I've got an m squared, here I've got an m squared, here I've got an m cubed, and here I've got an m cubed. So collect them together. I've got 6m squared minus, remember that's just basically a 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5, which I can just write like that, 5m squared. Or you can put the positive in front of it, that's also fine. And then let's bring together the m cubeds. So if I've got positive, remember that's just a 1. If there's no number there, it's a 1. Plus 1, if you think about plus 1 on your number line, minus 4 takes you to minus 3. And that's it. That is what you put. You put whatever sign is in the middle is whatever is attached to that m, in this case, m cubed term. Okay, so because we've got a minus 3 from positive 1 take away 4, that's the sign that goes in the middle, a minus. Please do not, some students make the mistake of putting 2 signs in the middle, like this. Okay, try not to put 2 signs in the middle like that. Okay, you have to decide upon one. and one of those, and which sign you choose depends on what is attached to that term there. Okay, so in this case we got a -3, so that's what went in the middle. Okay, do not leave two signs in the middle like that. Okay, you may lose a mark. Example 6, simplify 7xy minus 5st minus 4xy plus 3st. So let's identify like terms. Oops, not like that. Oops. So my like terms are, there's a positive 7xy and there's a negative 4xy and a negative 5st and a positive 3st. So let's bring together our xy terms. Positive 7 on the number line, take away 4, would still leave me in the positives. It is positive 3xy. If I take myself to -5 on the number line and I add 3, if I'm -5 on the number line and I add 3, I'm still left in the negatives. Hence it's negative or minus 2st. And that's it. That's as much as you can do. Example 7. Simplify minus 9x squared y plus 6xy squared plus 4x squared y minus xy squared. Okay, looks very complicated, but let's have a look for like terms. So this is an x squared y term, an x squared y term. Okay, look really carefully because sometimes they like to catch you out. Okay, so this is, you can see the x squared term, sorry, the squared term is with the x, and the squared term is with the x here. Whereas here, it's the y that is squared. Okay, so this is an xy squared term. This is an xy squared term. So let's collect together these. If I've got -9 on my number line, so -9 on my number line, plus 4, it takes me to -5. And if I go to positive 6 on my number line, and then I take away, well, that's a 1, remember? So if I got -6, apologies, positive 6, take away 1, still leaves me in the positives. It's positive 5xy squared. And that's it. That's all you can do. Okay, here are some for you to have a go at yourself. So pause the video now, have a go at these on some paper on your maths book, and then restart the video to see the answers. And here are the answers. Well done for having a go at those.